What's up, everybody? So your boy just got back to the crib, and I'm exhausted, man. Fucking tired, dude. It's midnight, 11:30, 11:43, 11:45. It's crazy, man. Fucking back is killing me from wearing that fucking holding up in that backpack on my shoulders. Sorry if you can't hear me, kinda exhausted. But my shoulders are killing, so I figured I would I guess go ahead and basically do the handstand, see if I can do my shoulder stand, see if I can get a better video of than I did last time. Sorry if I'm kind of all fucked up. I'm really beat. It was a long ass walk, man, walking through the city and having to walk all the way from the west side. Yeah. Definitely not a good night. I had a great day, just walking back sucked. Doesn't help I fucking kinda had a mental breakdown. Nothing crazy, I miss margarita, man, really bad. It's fucking me up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these do this fucking yoga stuff. Cause my shit's hurting and it helps a lot. You'd be surprised how much it helps after you do it. Or if you do it after. Yeah, I definitely need to get some sleep, some rest, but so basically I'm just gonna be rolling back on my shoulders, and I'm gonna be balancing, and then you're not gonna really hear me or anything, so I'm not gonna be talking, I'm gonna be meditating. I'm going to be breathing in, in my nose, and then, but in my stomach first. I'm gonna fill my stomach in first, and then I'm gonna fill in my chest, and then I'll let it out. But I gotta do all of this while I balance. You gotta balance and stick your feet and try to point them to the ceiling. And there's different postures, but you gotta find where the pain is, wherever that pain is in your back, that's where you gotta put the pressure. So, and then you gotta let the pressure sit there, and, it's, from my experience, like, doing it for 2-3 minutes ain't enough. Like, you're not, like, practicing balancing, that's fine, but if you really want to get something out of it, you gotta do it at least 10-15 minutes, 5's fine, if you're doing it, like, in intervals, like you do it repeatedly. But if you're only doing it once a day or twice a day, you gotta do it at least for 10-15 minutes. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully you guys can somewhat see me. Oh, bitch. It's kind of the hardest part, really, is just going backwards until you get used to it. But my recommendation is you want to pull your arms up, put them together so your shoulder blades are widened apart, and kind of go like this, to get your skin, to stretch your skin. And then you roll back. You use your elbows, and then push your elbows on the on the floor, and then you bring your knees to your head, and you just roll backwards basically. And then once you roll it far enough back, you gotta balance with your feet straight up like a plank, like a handstand in a sense. So sometimes you gotta go back and forth to get the shoulder blades like front. Basically, just do this. You put your legs like this, and a lot of people, I like to put my knees on my forehead. Sometimes, depending on where the pain is in my shoulder. A lot of times right now, it's always between the shoulder blades because of the bike riding and carrying the heavy backpack. But the best one is you stick your legs straight up and then like kind of not straight, but you want to put them like kind of over your head, hang them over your head a little bit. And then if you get really good, you want to put your hands on your chest, because when you do that, it takes the pressure off your elbows that are on the floor, and it puts all the pressure on your spine, right on that ball, right where the pain is. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna start doing the breathing. So. And then sometimes, I'll keep my legs together, and I'll point my toes towards the ceiling, and then you want to point your toes towards the floor, so you can feel it in your calves and the back of your legs. It should burn, you should feel tight, it should hurt. That's the whole point. And you get better and better and better at it. You'll be able to stretch more and more and more. And listen, I've done powerlifting. For my small ass, I've been able to bench 250. My average was 180, between 180 with 175 and 200. I was able to bench 250. It did nothing for me. Yoga, listen, stretching my body's done more for me, and riding the bike and running, and then strength training after that, but mostly yoga. This right here, stretching. It's all in the spine, man. It's all in the spine and touching your toes and your legs. So it's all in your legs and your spine. But you gotta be upside down. That's the whole thing. And there's a reason for it. And you gotta practice basically being in the womb again. You gotta reform your spine, and you gotta bend it back to where you're basically in the embryo. When you're in the embryo, your spine was curled up, right? Well, that's what you need to do. That's also what Jesus meant when he said you must be born again. Not only do you meditate, but there's fluid that's in the bottom of your spine, men and women, and that fluid sits dormant down there. You have to do the yoga. You have to do the spine stretches. You have to. There's no other way. And the only way to even start doing the spine stretches is if you push yourself, you fast, you have to fast. You have to fast so much that you have to walk such long distances to where you almost pass out. Otherwise, doing the yoga is beneficial for you physically, period. You'll always be, healthier. But if you want to awaken your solar plexus and awaken your kundalini, you really have to train your body. You really have to stress your body out. You really have to have no fat on your body. You literally have to have just pure muscle, and you have to fast. And you have to have really deep, fervent prayer as well. That prayer, like, you gotta pray to God, like, that in your stomach. You know how when you love somebody and it hurts in your stomach? That's how you gotta love him, man. That's how you gotta forgive. That's how you gotta work on having a relationship with him, with God like that, with Jesus like that. And that's how you pray, like, you gotta have that deep inner yearning, it's gotta come out of you. It's gotta come out. You gotta cry, it's all those things, But, when I get a chance, I'll be making actual, real videos. I'm just going through a lot of stuff right now, I haven't had any help either, I have no help at all. No one's helping me, and I miss Margarita, and I'm lonely, and I won't be with anybody besides Margarita. That's what's fucking me up, So I gotta do this. I have no choice. I won't be able to live with myself if I don't accomplish this dream of mine and go get Margarita. So she's on my mind 24/7. I've never proposed to a woman before, so thought about it. But I've never had a woman love me like this either. And it really, really hurt me the way we had to separate, you know what I mean? And my family and her family, and she deserves the universe, And I can't change the past, so. And I've done nothing to where I know where, like, if I go, she's not gonna say no to me. So I haven't done anything wrong. And that's the first time I can say that in a relationship, I'm not gonna say I didn't do anything wrong, like, as far as, like, I wish things happened differently, but I didn't do anything wrong to where I believe, I didn't hurt her, I didn't touch her, I never did any, like, listen, I never hurt this woman, I didn't hurt her. She was too precious to me. I call her my preciosa. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna think. I think I'm gonna call it quits, man. I'm going to go lay down. I'll get with you guys in the morning and do a Bible study in the morning. I'm gonna lay in bed and just think about some stuff, man. I gotta talk to the Lord. And just going through it, you know. It's been hard. I put all my stuff up for sale, like an estate sale. I went and put it on Facebook. Instead of just like posting everything separate, I just straight up just said, hey, I have an estate sale. This is when all week long, you're more than welcome to come in from 10 to 5. So, I was gonna do 9 to 5, but 10 to 5 is fine. So we'll see how it goes. Starts tomorrow. We'll see if people show up. Left my address, all that. Means I gotta get some sleep and get up early and try to straighten up some stuff and make it sellable. Make it look sellable, I guess. Look pleasing to the eye, you know? So yeah, I hope you all have a good night, man. God bless. I know this video isn't much, and you pretty much just see me just stand, do a handstand pretty much, but I promise you it's worth it. If you watch my other videos and you've been following, yeah, it's worth it, I promise you. Yeah, I'll take care, man. Good night.